Hello everybody and welcome back to Middle-earth and another episode of our 4th Age Total War Dwarves campaign, and I have had just about enough of the Bjornings just standing outside my settlement, not doing anything, so we are actually going to meet them on the battlefield. This is right outside Old Ford, and I had several turns of just waiting and watching to see if they would besiege me, and they never did. The army is not too threatening, but we are going to be fighting in the woods most likely, and so that may complicate matters. But I recently got another coming of age over here, so I've got an extra family member, and I figured while I've still got all 4 of these guys, it might be a good time to take care of this. A couple of potentially dangerous units here. We have the Bjorning Axemen, only one of which is at full strength. We do have some Bjorning War Dogs, which could be an annoyance. A couple of units of cav, and then they do have a good amount of archers, 4 units of archers. So I will have to kind of rush them to get into melee range because I don't have the best answer to those archers. Potentially I may be able to use my siege ballistas, but we'll see how the terrain looks, because when you're fighting on a forested map, siege weapons cannot move through the woods. They're just too big and unwieldy. So, you know, we may be stuck in a corner of the map with those ballistas, unable to move them to where they're needed. And since we're attacking, we won't wait for the enemy to come to us. We'll have to move to meet them. So our siege ballistas could be completely out of the fight here. But fortunately, okay, this is looking surprisingly clear. So there is some rain. Let's go ahead and fight in this weather. This is very clear. Okay, good. A very favorable map for us. Now, they may be hiding off in the woods over here, but the map goes all the way back here. I don't think they're going to be hiding off to the side. We will see. As usual, we're going to get these to fire at will and fire the flaming ammunition. We'll get those up right in the front. We do have archers of our own, but these are not going to be as reliable, I think, as the Bjorning's native archers are. So let's get these guys kind of ready to go. We also have some dwarven bows, and we do have blunderbusses. But I want to keep the blunderbusses sort of to the back, or the flank. And we do have a single unit of axe throwers. Otherwise, the dwarven units are not looking too good. I mean, obviously we've got all these Durin's Guard. So I think I'll want those guys to be kind of in the front line. We'll have the hirelings kind of back a little bit. Oh, we have 2 units of dwarven bows. Okay, I guess they can kind of guard the flanks. A couple units of warhammers are good for flanking, and the axe throwers can be up here, and the dwarven axes, since there's so few of them, can be back there. There, this can be our group. Now, I think I'll put them just to the side. Yeah, so they're...
Reinforcements have arrived, eager for the taste of enemy blood.
Now, we do have reinforcements from the fort. We just have a single unit of mercenary woodman axes. But we're far enough back and that we'll be able to get a bunch of shots in, so this is going to be very helpful. Let's hit their high priority targets here. So this is the Bjorning Axemen unit. We want to take them out if possible. It would also be nice to get rid of as many of these archers as we can, and once I've done enough damage to that Bjorning Axe unit, I'll switch fire to right about here, and maybe some shots will get lucky and take out the enemy general. Maybe one more. Okay. Now we'll go here, right around in the middle of the formation, because as you can see, the accuracy of these siege weapons is not the best for the first few shots. So you may as well aim in the middle and increase the odds that they will hit something. Okay, and I suspected they would flee. So we took out maybe a 5th to a 6th of this unit of Bjorning axes. So that's fine. We don't have any cav, so we're not going to chase them off the field. They will just leave, and then they'll go somewhere else in the woods. This is not ideal. It would be great to eliminate that army, but I'll take it. We didn't lose anybody, and we took out over 100 of their men. Okay, and they're going to retreat all the way to Grimhold. Ooh, close to Grimhold. Okay, but too far for me to reach. I guess this is a good opportunity for me to pick up a couple of units of mercenaries. And since Oldford is very happy, I may as well just bring these guys with me. And maybe set up down here. We'll see what they do. I've got a rogue that I've been running around here. He's based on the vanilla assassin. We just call them rogues in the mod to be a bit more lore friendly. But I don't think I can train scouts out of Oldford. No, I can. I may have just wanted one for some reason. But this guy will be helpful at least to watch out for ambushes. Now, we do have this other army coming, and they may besiege Oldford on the bridge there. But, we'll see. If I could get Grimhold, yeah, that might be good. It might not. The Bjornings have, I think, 3 settlements total. Well, 4, if you count this orc hold up here, which does have kind of a half stack. So, taking Grimhold would really hurt their production, I think. Andlang does not start off very strong in terms of development, and neither does Holt, although there are a lot of troops here at the moment. So taking Grimhold might be good. A safer bet would be to take Andlang, and then this little orc hold here. Doing that would be kind of nice because I can trade with the elves, and no one is going to come through here. And it would also, theoretically give me a way to kind of link up these territories if I could sneak through elvish lands. Okay, but that's that taken care of. And I think we're going to end the turn. Since the last episode, I had figured out that I could move some of these guys out of Raycoast. And so I've got basically all of the dwarves plus a unit of cav. I took out everything that I could from Fennis Rim and brought him under my new family member here. He's going to recruit or gather some more forces around Tham, and we'll see what can be done there. All right, suitable husband. Youthful. Poor governor, but a competent commander. And he's energetic. He's a skilled fighter. So this would be another potential general. And he's a raven friend. +3 to line of sight, +1 command. When ambushing, there is great friendship between the ravens and the people of Thror. The birds bring secret news and are rewarded with such bright things as they covet to hide in their dwellings. So I think I got this pretty much from The Hobbit. Just sort of rephrased it a bit to fit better there. But yeah, this is kind of a nice little benefit. The +3 to line of sight would be very useful. So I think I'll take this guy, and he's in Oldford. Fantastic. All right, so now we've got a bunch of dwarven units, family members, and some other decent dwarven units around here. I don't see that large dwarven army. This was actually at Lieutenant Arn. So we should be all set to besiege Oldford. Now, the danger is that Adunabar may head up and attack me there. But I'm not too worried about it. Let's take a look at our victory conditions. We need to hold 30 provinces, and we have 27. So we're going to be very close to winning the campaign here. All right, Raycoast has provincial pacification. I am going to go ahead and go for Outland Dominion. It's going to bring me 680 income in the form of land tax and a bunch of corruption. About 400 or so of that is going to be corruption. So we're going to make about 200 to 300, but it is going to give us some growth, which is kind of a mixed bag given that we already have a decent population there, but hey. Dunabar is the most advanced. Okay. So, Roon vanished. This is actually their ruler. He was sitting outside of Tham and saw me coming and decided he would leave. I could probably take him out, but I'm not sure if he's going to stand and fight. Alright, he did, which means now he can't run anymore. So we've got the High Chieftain of Roon, and we've got not his heir, but another family member, as well as a couple of very minor units. Let's go ahead and see if we can eliminate this tiny stack. We've got slingers and we've got axes. And a couple of nice cavalry units that will be probably delivering the killing blow on these cavalry units. So they've got 3 units of cav, 2 of which are family members, and this is a javelin unit. And of course their generals have throwing spears as well, so that's going to make them kind of difficult to deal with. But we do have the ranged advantage here. Alright, let's you guys stop firing because they're obligingly rushing those skirmishers forward. What I want to do... Oh, come on. They're going to get all the way back to their lines. No, maybe not. We will catch them. The only question is, are they going to rush me? Alright, so we're going to take some javelins in here. Alright, let's get rid of that unit of cav. They're going to hit our slingers. Alright, and let's hit their general with the slings. Alright, our slingers are basically sacrificial lambs at this point, but let's get the axes in. And what I want to do is not have their family members rout, so it'll be harder to catch them. Oh, shoot. Eastland Raiders can rout, I don't care. I wanted to kill these family members. Alright, so I got one. We're going to take some cav losses too. Alright. Awesome. Let's end the battle. We did everything we needed to. We took a lot of losses, mostly slingers. But slingers in Roon are pretty expendable, honestly. The mercenary pool there seems to refresh pretty quickly for them. And I think we have a ton in Tham. Alright, they do have some more units around here that are more of a problem, or some more stacks. So some larger garrisons here. I think Amrandor is now housing the stack that was kind of roaming around Tham's territory, and so we got rid of them pretty handily. Let's come down and see what is around here. So a very small stack, another one down here, and a smallish garrison in Adel, with a more substantial one in Amrandor. Interesting. Okay, so Adunabar has taken High Khand from Harad. Let me check the diplomacy here. So they're allied with Harad. So Harad must have come up, taken it, had it rebel, and then Adunabar took it. And Adunabar looks to be holding it. Khand still has this settlement, and they're not at war with Adunabar, are they? No. Khand is at war with Harad, but they're allied with Roon and the Reunited Kingdom. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to reach... Oh, I guess I can. So, we figure out how many people we can safely take out of Tham. Siege ballistas are just going to have to wait here. I don't think they're going to be useful for much of anything, but we'll keep them in the city, I guess. Remaining rider mercenaries may as well go and add a single guy to that, since we can't retrain them. And let's see. Let's grab a couple of slingers. These slingers can eventually go back to Tham for retraining. May as well get these Variag mercenaries, I guess. They're kind of expensive to just leave sitting around in a settlement. I kind of want to keep the axe throwers in there because they're very useful for a siege situation. And then let's see how many of these guys we can take out. Not all of them. Thinking probably we're going to need at least a couple. 45, okay, so a couple more. 55. Alright, so these 3. That gets me up to 70. Alright, so this is a smaller stack than I would have hoped. Let's go for the Hall of Tomes. I think this can be upgraded later on. Yes, for 10 law bonus. So this is going to help us. It's going to hurt us in terms of land tax to the tune of 80. And it's only gonna cut our management down by 50, so it's actually not a good proposition. Dwarven craft might be good, but that's going to potentially make this area convert. Just gonna bring its own public order problem. So what I want to do is probably just upgrade this to a major province. In the meantime, just because I don't want to be surprised, I'll leave one of those spearmen in there so the face is blue. This is decent. We'll be getting more mercenaries. Maybe I can even nip down into Khandish territory to get some horse archers. Or indeed over here to get some units from Mordor. Okay, so that's the east mostly taken care of, but I do want to bring this army further north. I did find that Roon has a half stack right up here. But I think we can take that. So what I want to do here is put a watchtower and move this guy on up. Just check the supply situation here. We are well supplied, and we can get a couple of slingers from this. I guess this is part of North Roon mercenary pool. So they weren't available down here, but they are up here. Very good. And we can bring over our armies, start this process. So I had a couple of units in Barad-dûm, one of which was this unit of Dwarven long axes. But I don't want to keep them sitting around in a settlement. So we'll have these guys all kind of together, marching over into the east, and then sort of take that settlement out. And here we've got these settlements just under siege, and we are just waiting out the clock. Alright, got a marriage there. Dale and North Roon are no longer at war. Probably because I am no longer at war with North Roon. Although that took Dale a while to come around. Alright, 6 more turns. Not seeing any Dunlanding emissaries scrambling back. Oh, that's right. I forgot to move this guy. Alright, I could pick up a couple more mercenary axemen.
Chief. Yes, Captain.
It almost might make sense to move these dwarven axes back into Oldford.
Leaving the army. Chief.
And then we'll recruit these guys. So here's Lieutenant Arn.
On my way.
Grimhold is looking rather big, and it's got a couple of family members.
Chief. Orders.
Alright. I may not want to deal with that right now. I think instead the settlement to take would be Andlang, just because it's safer. I can take this and have a nice safe corner of the map.
Orders. March. Unable to move. Forward.
And let's move my spy just generally over here. Not seeing anything at all. Gwaithring has some nice walls, it looks like. And they can train out of there.
Chief.
Alright, here's a half stack. And so I don't necessarily want to fight all of these guys at the same time.
Attack.
He's probably going to retreat. I could take him out, but that just seems kind of like a pointless fight. So I'll see. Maybe since I'm in their territory now, they will attack me. If not, I'll just go right for the settlement. We've got 12,000 to spend. Here is the new High Chieftain with a very nice helmet. Borthand of the Tribe of the Wain. And already more slingers are available. So I should have waited and moved these guys first, but I didn't. So the settlement to take, if I'm going to take one, is this one. I think it's a little richer in part, but also it's just a bit safer, because if I take Adel, I'll have a much longer border with the Dunabar, who I'm already at war with. If I take this, Amrandor, Adunabar only borders me here via Muldin, and I'm not too worried that they're going to be able to get something together to send at me. So here they may realize what's up and rush out to face me. Let's go for the major province here. I've been kind of putting it off. And yeah, let's, you know what, let's actually take all of the movement points that we can and see. So the risk in moving this army out, of course, is that these guys may head up towards Oldford. If that happens, I'm going to have to cancel this and head back. Yep. So, Lieutenant Arn has matched my move yet again, so I'm going to attack, and he's got backup this time, which is really nice. So they took half of the army out of Grimhold to fight me there. So that means it's less likely he's going to just withdraw, but assuming the battlefield is not too woodsy, I should be able to bring my siege ballistas to bear. I think I want to save that fight for the next episode. So until then, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I hope you join me in that next one. Bye-bye.